everybody? What is going on? It is your boy Darion coming to you live with another video. It is the Spotlight Sports Talk. Shout out to all the subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. If this is your first time ever being at our YouTube page, I would suggest that you subscribe and hit that bell button to get the latest news in all sports. But we're here with another 76ers video. And this is kind of a sad one to me. It's not really a sad one, but it's kind of a messed up one in some instance. And I have to say that the Sixers, Ben Simmons, it just came down today that 76ers Ben Simmons will not, he's already ruled out against the Atlanta Hawks. And the 76ers are being hit with injury bugs at the worst time right now. Now, with the season coming down to the final stretch before the NBA playoffs, the team is trying to figure out their rotation of the playoffs, which I think you should have had that figure out from the beginning, in my personal opinion. But Ben Simmons, who missed Thursday, over the Brooklyn Nets because he hurt himself in the All-Star game. That's where I think the injury came from. He had lower back tightness and returned and left the game less than 5 minutes into the game against the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday night. His absence is really messed up on a lot of teams' rhythm, and they trailed by as much as 25 in the loss against Sixers, which I did do a recap on. Now, he underwent an MRI on his back in Philadelphia, but he would need further testing for being out Monday's game against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, the Sixers do have a light week beginning with the Hawks on Monday before the matchups against the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New York Knicks. Those are all games that the Sixers should win despite not having Ben Simmons at all. Now, their next big game is March 1st, which is against the Los Angeles Clippers on the road at LA. Now, they should absolutely rest him as much as they can to be sure that he's ready for big games. Now, Ben Simmons, they say, he hurt his back doing practice before the Nets game. I absolutely do not buy that at all. I don't buy it because we saw the slip and fall. We saw the slip and fall at the All-Star game, and he fell on his lower back. And he was kind of limpy there as well. Knowing that we got the Hawks, the Cavaliers, and the Knicks. If we don't win any of those games, there's a real issue in Philadelphia right now. It would be a real issue because of the fact that you have to think that these should be winnable games for us. I don't know if these games are at home. I don't know if these games are away. But either way, these three teams are not better than us. These three teams are not better than us. And I know Trae Young been doing his thing. He's been killing the game right now. Killing the game. He just had 50 points the other night, and you can't put nothing past him. You can't put nothing past him. So Ben Simmons is officially out against the Hawks. That's exactly what happened here. And it's so much, injuries. This is what happened last year. It happened last year with us, knowing that we had Embid happen the same thing. He hurt himself in the All-Star game, and now he's gone. Then we don't see him for a while, and it just happens the way it happens. But at the same time, y'all have to think of this, that now it's time for Embid to show why you are the best player in the world. Which I don't think you're the best player in the world because you have not proved that to me after last night. And I'm being honest. I'm being 100% honest here. Because the Sixers is so derailed when it comes to an offensive flow. Like, I see the same flow over and over and over again. But this is just not about the Sixers because I already recapped them. This is about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons know how to be the floor general on the floor. Do we have a problem with his shooting when he out there on the floor? Yes. But is he a great facilitator? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I see that the offense does not flow when Ben Simmons is not in the game. It does not flow. You do not have another point guard on our team that actually have it flows, which we would have had Trey Burke. But no, we got rid of Trey Burke and ended up getting Alex Burks and Glenn Robinson, which those two are not floor generals at all. They're not floor generals. So, as of right now, what is next for the Sixers, knowing that Ben Simmons is going to be out, and we don't know what the TBA is of when is really to be determined to when Ben Simmons will come back, and hopefully he'll come back and be ready and rest up by the playoffs because we really going to need him. We're really going to need him, and I think the game would have been closer yesterday if Ben Simmons would have stayed in the game, but injuries happen. This is a part of the game. This is a part of basketball. Injuries happen, and it has to happen in ways that the Sixers gotta figure something out. They have to figure something out if they want to win in the Eastern Conference, knowing against the number one team in the Milwaukee Bucks after we got slaughtered last night. But another thing I want to get into another video, another part of this video as well. When the Sixers big man does say, Joel Embiid says that he accepts the responsibility, and he said it's on him is the reason why the Sixers lost. I can agree in some instance I cannot agree. And the reason why I say that is because it's a team collective. Understanding that you were the number one guy last night, I could really do appreciate that. But at the same time, you have to think of it as everybody else got to help you out too. It's not just you by yourself. Everyone else has to help you out. Now, it was stated that the Philadelphia 76ers, once again, we did fail Saturday night. We did get our ass handed to us Saturday night against the Milwaukee Bucks. But once Ben Simmons left the game with a back injury, every chance of us winning definitely went slim to none. Why is it that way though? Why does it have to be that way? Now the team is just not Ben Simmons. That's just where Joel Embiid has to come in and back up his statement saying that he's the best player in the world and lead this team to the win. But instead, he had another rough night, scoring 17 points, 5 of 18 shooting, and a blowout loss that trailed as many as 25. Now, this comes after shooting 6 of 26 in the team previous game in Milwaukee back on February 6th. Now, without Ben Simmons, he needs to do more against the Brooklyn. He needed to do more than like he did when he played the Nets on Thursday night. So Joel Embiid does say that we never got into rhythm, he says. Losing Ben was a big moment of the game, and Embiid was in foul trouble, not making shots and still not making shots, and some calls could have gone different ways, which you can't blame him on the refs because the refs has been very inconsistent all year. So he said it's on us, and I still feel like we played hard and shots couldn't fall. We missed a lot of easy ones and missed a lot of easy ones, and I didn't shoot as I should have. I felt like I had to, but it didn't show. It's on him. Y'all did miss a lot of shots, MB. You did miss a lot of shots, but you can't complain about it. That's the part of the game. You can't complain about it. It's absolutely all on him going into the Milwaukee game with a winning in a tall task begin with losing Ben Simmons did not help the situation at all. Now, where Embiid gets more, the team does give that goal that they go as Simmons goes. That's what it looks like. It goes as Simmons goes the way of this team to win basketball games. If you look at the Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo and leading the way with 31 points, 18 rebounds, and 8 assists, of course he could have had help with Chris Middleton pouring out 25 points, and Embiid did not have a benefit that night to even step up to try to be the all-star that he is. Now, once again, the defense did not travel. Philly came out on a slow defensive start, both out the game in the first half where they were down 6 points at halftime. 6 points. 6 points. But Joel Embiid, I'm sorry, not Ben Simmons, but Joel Embiid says that there is room for improvement the big man has added. We can always do a better job. In the first half, we started pretty bad, and then we got it going in the second quarter. Then he felt like going into the game, he had a good mindset. Everybody was focused. He was pretty confident going into this game. Obviously, losing bad wasn't good. Now, the Sixers does return home to face the Atlanta Hawks before heading out on the road again against, luckily, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and hopefully they have a fighting chance without Ben Simmons. Now, at the end of the day, y'all, Ben Simmons, your actions have to speak louder than words. And that's where it comes to information here. Your action speaks louder than words, and it has to speak louder than words because you're playing yourself. You're playing yourself, calling you the best player in the world, and then you come out and put on a performance that doesn't make you the best player in the world. Giannis showed you who's the better player. For as of right now, Giannis showed who was the better player, and is him. You're not the best player in the world, Joel Embiid. I'm a Sixers fan. I'm a Sixers fan until I die. But you gotta read what you sow. Like it's just what it is. It's just what it is at the end of the day. And the Sixers MB Brett Brown, fire Brett Brown. That's the hashtag for every comment that I put down and below. Fire Brett Brown. Fire the man. He needs to go. He definitely needs to go. But let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what y'all think. As of right now, Ben Simmons is out Monday against the Atlanta Hawks, and Embid is taking all the responsibility for the loss he's saying that is on him. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think below, and I'll see y'all in the next video.